Oh my goodness. Hey, what's up, you guys? I can't believe I just went through this whole recording and the start recording button wasn't even on. So, okay. I guess that is just the nature of this, and I'm going to have to get used to that. So, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex. You can call me Alex, and this is where I talk about art and art related things. And you can see my channel is about cutesy and fairy case stuff. And this is my first studio vlog, learning to go slow. Okay, have you ever been on a road with creating, posting, and planning only to suddenly crash and find yourself unable to continue? I've definitely been there. I've been learning the importance of taking things slowly. In this video, I'll share why I've chosen to take my time rather than rushing towards success or rushing towards just finishing. It doesn't work. It produces sloppy work. I made easy mistakes when going too fast, like overlooking important proportions or coloring on the wrong layer for too long. I'm sure every digital artist can relate to that, right? Also, this could be an example right now, the importance of going slow. I need to check and make sure everything is ready. Like, I need to check and see that I'm actually recording. That is a time saver. And I am naturally going more slow as I'm working on nervous system regulation. Nervous system regulation is something I've been working on for quite some time. I didn't even realize I've been living most of my life dysregulated. This led me to take a deep dive into body work, and now going slowly comes more naturally to me, though I'm still not perfect at it. Here are some techniques I use to regulate. I regulate by simply catching myself. When I start to rush or feel hurried, I remind myself to slow down. Sometimes I need to physically stop what I'm doing and just sit quietly until I'm regulated again. Another regulation method I've used, though not recently, is yoga. Yoga helps me be present in the moment and connect with my body, which is important for art. You don't want to be disconnected from your body. You need to feel when to take breaks, when your hand is cramping, when you should stretch, or when you need to eat. The benefits of regulation help you recognize when to slow down, leading to better quality work while still taking care of your physical well-being. Learning to slow down, both in art and in life, has helped me to become more human. I can focus on improving instead of just being and feeling like a machine. I want to grow and improve my art and build my following steadily, and I want to build it over time and steadily rather than posting intensely and working very intensely for a short period, burning out and disappearing for weeks or months. This doesn't mean that I'm not going to take an extended break again. I'm sure I will, but that's not something I want to make a habit of, because I want to be consistent at this, and I want to be able to keep a consistent pace with not too many breaks. Because I believe it will make a career, help me make a career out of this. And it feels so funny right now, me saying this. And maybe I could look back at this and it won't be so funny, because, like, me make a career and, like, that sounds so, oh my goodness. But yeah, me being consistent, slowly and steadily, I think that will help me make a career out of this. And I'm laughing at it now, but maybe I'll look back in a few years. I don't know. Anyway, slow and steady wins the race. And I want to be present and intentional in my work. I don't want to zone out and be in a Russian blur. just to have a piece finished, just to call it finished. I want to be deliberate in what I create. Taking time prevents embarrassing oversights, like the time I drew six fingers on a girl, and it's like the overall piece was good, but that simple mistake, it kind of messed up everything, and I cropped it out. But a simple mistake like that, I think if I had slowed down more, I could have caught that. I I now, this is my process. I would do the sketching, and then I would take a break, and I will come back to it. I overlook it, and I check the mistakes, and then I would work on fixing those mistakes, because there will be some mistakes that I don't catch in the first sitting, and then I just like get up and go away from it, and then I get my eyes off of it, then come back to it. Then I start to see things that I hadn't seen while I initially began to work on it. And so instead of just going from the sketch to the clean sketch and line art and coloring and whatnot, I do the rough sketch, and then I take that break, and then I come back to it, and then I start to see the mistakes. I give myself a break that way, instead of just trying to do it all in one sitting. And I would rather catch it in the beginning stages, instead of having to like go and fix it when I'm like deep in the coloring stage. I rather fix it early on. I think that would save time on down the line, and it will save a lot of frustration. I've noticed as the quality of my work improves, I believe I've seen improvement. It takes more time for me to complete something. So time is something that I have to sacrifice for that quality. I do want to learn how to be more efficient, but I know time is something I'm just going to have to put in, and I'm going to have to learn how to go slower. And I noticed that the quality is improving, and then the amount of time I complete a piece is longer too. It takes about a week or so, but then I got a lot of other stuff going on too, so I'm just not like drawn in one sitting. There's a lot of home stuff and family stuff to do for me, kids and extracurriculars and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure I'm working on a different schedule than other artists or whatnot. But yeah, time is very important. Just taking that time and going slowly to produce that quality of work, not only for art's sake, but for your health's sake, to prevent burnout, and for your physical health, and I believe for your mental health. So if you have any tips on how you slow down in your creative process, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, check out my others. Also, sign up for my mailing list on my website below to receive updates, behind the scenes look at ongoing projects and blog posts. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.